Today we have brought for you a movie which based on a true story in which 45 people, ice due to a plane crash, get stuck between the dunes where they have. There is no food and no water to drink, and to survive them, your friends. One has to eat the flesh of dead bodies also. But after 72 days, something happens, which he didn't even have hope, beginning of the story. And we are shown that October 13th, the Uruguayan rugby team in Chile in 1972 was going by plane to play a match. Most of the players have never played in their country before. They were very happy because they had not gone out. Some players with their family members. There were also those who supported their children in games were going with them to do. Of the plane after takeoff when he reached the Andes Mountains, started moving towards Chile. One traveler tells how Argentina's hot. The wind and the cool air of the mountains collide. This causes slight movement in the aircraft. The shaking became more intense as the plane moved forward. Suddenly, the plane fell a few miles down. Pilots try to control the ship. We do. All passengers in their seats stick around and see that their stuff is falling in the aisle. Sometime for they see the sun, but then the plane goes down again. Sudden ship crashes into a mountain. In two parts gets separated. One player is on the ship. As soon as it collides with the rear part of the plane, takes off and disappears into the air, while the front of the plane moves faster, rubbing against a large rock of ice, goes and collides. The crash was so fast that the seats collide with each other, many people die. Let's go. Those who survive, slowly control yourself. They there to get up from their seats and help those people. Let's try those who were stuck. Around blood is spread. Some people check the pilot. He does, but he dies. Radio 2 wasn't working. Others to help, they shout, but no one can hear. A total of 45 people are traveling in this plane, but after this crash, 18 people lost their lives. She left and only 27 people were left alive. Night. As soon as this happens, the temperature starts falling rapidly. The survivors fled by plane to escape the cold. They sit inside clinging to each other. They use dead people in bags. Let's close all the holes. This is how these people spent the night. Morning, they discover that some other people are. I have died furiously. They look around and only snow and mountains are visible. Everyone decides that now they have to work to survive. They remove seeds and broken items from aircraft so that there can be a place to sleep at night. They injured. Keep people in the sun so that there can be taken care of. Whatever useful stuff, get it separated to keep it safe. Are being given all bags and suitcases good. We check all kinds of things so that we can get food. Died kept the injured people away from the plane goes. They are covered with snow so that they do not rot. It is expected that when help came, they took the dead bodies with them. Can go. They had 11 dead on the first day itself. There are bodies and a player who was blown up. They have breakfast to satisfy some hunger. They save food so that they can have more. Last for days. A plane passes overhead. They shout loudly and wave their hands. But the plane doesn't see them. The second night they went to sleep inside the plane. Are ready. Clothes, blanket out of bag are used as to the whole cover with suitcase. Nando on the third day comes to his senses. Nando lay unconscious till then, ever since the plane crashed. The survivors has to tell him what happened. The body is in very bad condition. Still he drag yourself to your sister goes. His sister is also not well. When Nando asks about his mother, they have to be told that the mother is dead. Hearing this, Nando about his father, starts wondering who is alone in Uruguay. Actually, the place where his plane crashed, it was actually a valley surrounded by there were mountains. Survivors using metal trying to make water by melting ice They make a big X on the ground. For this, they use suitcases so that the plane can see them from above and the plane passes over the sun, trying to reflect light on mirrors. We do. They kept shouting loudly. Someone thinks that the wings of the plane moved may mean that saw them. Went the next day, they heard the sound of the plane again. But it is very far. It means that they were searching somewhere else and couldn't see. That's why these people think that, how do we all save our lives in this closed area? Then he realized that the plane, there were some batteries lying in the back of and if we bring these batteries here, with the help of battery, we can power the radio of the plane can run, and from the outside world we'll be able to contact. But the back of the ship, part that breaks apart during a crash, had gone. Don't know where that part is now. Well, they covered the back of the plane, decided to search. 4 people from the group went to get those batteries, but a little. When he looked back after going away, when they saw they could not see their ship anywhere. And now they realize that no one can see their plane. Amid all the snow will not be visible. And perhaps that is why no one has yet. Didn't come to save them all, 4 decide. That's back to the crash site for now. Returned. A few days pass. A week later, they run out of food. This area, I am neither an animal nor a plant. Some moss grows on the stone, but it tasted very bad. Nando says that if need be, he can save the dead. We'll eat meat also. Group debate started on this whether they find dead passengers' meat should be eaten. Some people say that his urine has turned black. They make no decision, can't take it. Time elopes. From this, their urine becomes even darker. 8th, the day Nando's sister dies. Coco Ure decides to write a letter to parents. In it, he tells the whole story of the accident, and the beauty of the place tells both something else. Storms arrive in the following days. Those people, they saved their lives by hiding inside the plane. But on day 21, half the group would get tired. They tell that if they die, the rest can eat their bodies. After this, they go out and with a piece of glass start cutting up dead people's flesh and eating it. Let's give some people change their mind after seeing this. They also go out and eat, become. Now there are only 5 people who, humans don't want to eat meat the next day. They adopt a correct method. They are mostly dead. Hide the bodies so that those who work they need to see this. Don't fall those pieces of meat in the sun. Let's keep it so that it gets warm. Sometime later, they find a new suitcase buried in the snow. When they open the suitcase, they found a radio. They make a simple antenna and let's turn on the radio. News comes from radio that after 66 missions, the government decided that now they will not search for them. Everyone's heart breaks and hope disappears. 4 people give up and eat human flesh. Let's start. After this, 3 people decided what they do is they go out and look at the back of the plane. We'll find the part. First of all, they got a lot of debris. 5 more bodies are found. That boy too, including those who flew out of the plane at the time of falling, had gone. They move as fast as possible. But it is difficult because the climb is slippery and cold. Breath also becomes difficult to take. Those mountains at night try to sleep by gathering on the banks of they live inside the plane and tell stories to make them feel better. But suddenly a snowstorm occurs. He covers the plane and fills it with snow. Give some people who were able to survive at the top were afraid. Let's go. One of them goes out and sees the storm getting stronger. They dug out the snow and rescued all those travelers. Try to bring out what is buried. Has happened. They make the snow melt faster. They also urinate on it. A lot of hard work, and after shouting, they would throw everyone out, or only one woman could not come out. Was in such deep snow that she would have died quickly. Then they heard a strange sound. They see another avalanche coming. It covers them again, and some more people die, including the team captain, also includes survivors immediately wholesome. Make it so they can breathe. They just wait and pray. They hear the sound of snow falling. When some of their strength returns, they carry 8 dead bodies. Let's keep it in a corner. On the 18th day, they too been buried in snow since day. Very hungry, it has become more. But this time it is difficult because they can't hide the dead bodies. They know whose flesh they are eating. This makes Numa very angry. That snow starts digging and breaking windows. The glass penetrates his leg, but it can't stop him. He just keeps digging. On the 20th day, he finally got so big in the snow, opens the hole so the remaining people can come out. They feel some relief and are happy that they are alive. Group plane out. Starts the extraction work. Tanuma discovers a cut on your foot, but he ignores it and helps. Keeps doing. At last, on sunny days, they succeeded in taking out the aircraft. They think some people should go out and find help, but still survive in the cold at night is difficult. They decide that a few more days will wait because summer is coming. Molting begins on the 34th day. In the beginning, the 2 injured people are very ill. Made students know that nothing has been done now. They would know in a few hours that Coco's lungs are filled with water. Even CPR would not have helped, and he would have died. They keep his letters safe. On the 36th day, the weather becomes so good that Roberto, Nando, Tintin, and Noma on a new quest. Let's go out. They wear extra clothes at night. Let's prepare to survive. Quick gets dizzy and falls. They examine his feet and find out that the wound has become infected. Group think that he should be taken back, but Numa says he can go back alone and asks them to move forward. Numa Jab comes back to the accident site. He is unconscious. It happens. A few hours later, he wakes up and sees that the other sick passenger is confused and soon dies. Next day, group starts clearing snow from the cockpit. Numa wants to help, but Very is weak. He felt worthless and depressed. Soon all three people would come with big news. They have found the tail of the plane. They make many short journeys and collect many clean coats, bring bottles of rum, cigarettes, and chocolates. They also find the plane's batteries and let's try to turn on the radio. Enough. After hard work, some sound is heard, but no doesn't respond. Days pass and the group is hesitant to go out. At night, being outside almost kills them, even if they were wearing extra coats. Numa, the infection increases further met by the tail. Food is also less, so their flesh has to be removed from the bones. Now it has become a habit for them, and they don't mind it seems. Numa knows that he has more. There is no time. He stops eating so that the rest of the people can eat more. Those radios, let's try to fix it again. But short circuit occurs due to wires. They accept defeat. Those angry planes, but write the number of survivors. Tail. They need waterproof clothing during their journey. Get it. They would take it and make a bag of gold so that they can survive outside at night. The small radio is still working. Let's hear that 58 days have passed and the Air Force is going to find them again. Some people say that we wait for the plane should do. Some say help ourselves must be found. Roberto, angry gold, tears the bag. Then the group, busy themselves, starts making bird sounds. They find a camera and take many pictures. Let's take. To my friends that night, says they will take his body after his death can eat. In the morning they find him dead. He has a note in his hand on which it is written, "It is best to give one's life for one's friends. There is great love." Inspired by these words, Roberto, Nando, and Tintin go out again. Let's decide those new sleeping bags and head west with lots of meter falling. Their aim is to cross the mountain, reach Chile after doing this. Very bad weather at night becomes faster. They dig a hole in the snow and sit inside the sleeping bag. With this, they survive till morning. When they reach the top of a high mountain, turns out there's still a long way to go. For a moment, they thought of giving up because they have such a long journey to go. There is no food for Tintin himself forward to increase so that the food becomes ready. Just enough for Roberto and Nando. The journey is very long and difficult. After walking, Roberto and Nando finally reach the valley. Let's reach. There is more land here. It is rocky and has little snow. When the shoe breaks, Roberto busts clothes, ties it up, and they live. Roberto, after dinner one evening, makes you vomit. Nando consoles her. In the morning, they move forward again. Finally, after running continuously for 10 days, the hard work of both of them paid off. They are finally find a river which has fresh water. He drank a lot of water. There are also small lizards. Then something happened, which no one had expected. A man riding on a horse was seen who was crossing the river, was standing across. First of all, both of them had to meet that man. Couldn't believe my eyes after seeing this. They feeling as if they were dreaming, but soon they realized that this illusion. No, but he is really a human being, that man. There was no limit to his happiness after seeing him. They shouted loudly and asked for help, but the man didn't listen to them, could understand because he was far away from them and can't hear anything over the noise of running water. So he took a paper and pencil and throw it across so that both of them can write and tell something, and both of them put all their efforts on that paper. Wrote the story. Man calls with paper message soon. Air Rescue Service reaches up to. New exploration mission planned. She goes. Man with Roberto and Nando comes back. They reach his hut and eat proper food for the first time. Within hours, a crowd of journalists would arrive. They all ask questions when news comes, group at crash site gets excited. They are neat and clean. Let's take a bath for. They bag their luggage in which pieces of aircraft. Also included the helicopters finally arrive. They take Roberto and Nando with them so that they can become guides. 71st day, the group is eventually rescued. They happiness, I cry when I see helicopters. Total 16 people survive when they reach the city. The families already there to welcome them exist for. Then take them to the hospital goes where a large crowd waits. Happening. Doctor reporters out keep and check their health. His condition is very weak. They take bath with the help of others. Then their families take care of them. Every living being, the person gets his own bed. But that night he was still under the influence of grief and shock. They sleep sitting next to each other. At the end of the story, we learned that a total of 45 people were traveling in the plane, out of which only 16 people could survive. Along with this, it was made on a true story. The movie is over. How did you like this movie below? Tell in the comments if you liked this video. If you liked it, please like it and watch more such movies. Subscribe to our channel to see more recaps movies.